not here.
Hi, Brad. Hi, Janessa. Hi, everyone. It's Brad.
All right. I was talking to Haley. You shouldn't be talking at all.
Oh!
All right. So yesterday we talked about if they gave me approximations for certain logarithms, I could find a different one by using my properties of logarithms, right? So today we're going to look at just finding those non-exponential ones without them giving me one. So let's say if they asked me to solve, let's go log base 2 of 28. What is logarithm doing again?
Finding that.
Finding x. So it's saying 2 to what power is 28?
Nothing. We
It's
don't
going to be a
know.
what?
The decimal.
It's going to be a decimal between what numbers?
Probably
4 and 5.
4 and 5.
Between 4 and 5. So I have this formula called the change of base formula, where I change it into a base that I can use on my calculator. There are two bases of logarithms I can use on my calculator. What are those two bases?
10.
Base 10 and
E.
Base 10 and base E. So I can get that by changing it into base 10 by taking log of 28, so this is base 10, remember, divided by log base 2. Now when you put this into your calculator, you have to make sure to close the top parentheses. Now I can either put it into base 10 or I can put it into base E using the natural log, and either way, I'll get the same answer. Let's go 3 decimal places today.
4.807.
4.807. Now try it with the natural log. Haley, you look really confused. I don't think I have notes. You were supposed to pull up yesterday's notes because we're doing those first, but you didn't do those.
I found my LN. Oh my god.
You found your LA? Where is it?
Second log, and then you move tab over.
Oh. Wow.
Complex.
That is super complex.
What are we doing?
She has a fancy calculator.
No, I'm confused where I go after the 4.80.
Okay, back up here, please. So I just wanted you to check LN. See,
Yeah.
see that they're the exact same,
Oh,
right?
they are.
Okay, so now how would I check this again?
I'm plugging it in.
Take 2 to the power of 4.8.
2 to the 4.807, and we get
27.99.
27.99, which is practically 28.
I already forgot how to do the top one. I forgot how to do all the beginning stuff, so I don't know how to get 4.8.
So you type this in your calculator. Log of 28, close the parentheses, divided by log of 2. I like to do LN because I like to write less. So here, the big one goes on top, and what I mean by big is not numerical wise, I mean physically bigger. Like the 5 is a little 5, the 8 is a big 5, so, or 8 is a big 8. Or the 5 is in the basement, it's our base, so it has to go to the bottom. It's base, it's gotta go to the bottom. The difference between LN and log?
Okay, we're supposed to do LN.
Doesn't matter, you can do LN, you can do log, you'll get the same answer.
LN.
But they have to match. You can't do LN on top divided by log in the bottom. They have to be the same. So 1.29, 3, 1.292. We were doing 3 decimal places. If I check it, I'm going to take 5 to the 1.292. And I get 7.999, so 4 times 8, right? Yes. Here I'll do log this time. This one it's going to be log. Which one goes on top?
14.
14 divided by log of 8. So if we go log 14, close your parentheses, divided by log 8, we get 1.269. That's all you do. I need to see what you typed into your calculator. I need to see this piece here. So if I check it, it'd be 8 to the 1.269. Nope, that's it. That's why we're doing 2 lessons today. Which we get 13.99, which is practically 14. All right. So what you about 5 minutes to finish the back side. You need to check 2 of them for me. So finish the back side of yesterday's. You need to check 2. You need one because Taylor stole it. Yes. Taylor, you're a thief! She's probably not gonna watch this, but we can watch that.
I was just gonna ask you who had that.
Yes.
So I was like, I don't have it.
Or 6 on top of parentheses, so we put the lines for you.
The second thing we're learning today.
It's not bad. I'm going alphabetically.
The other one will do 30 in parentheses.
Victoria.
Ian's not on track though.
No.
Ian's at a physical. 1.748.
So he can be it.
So Jake Ward, he's on the bus. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
He's on the bus.
He's on the bus. He's going to Sagan's physical now, so he can go to golf.
He's not going to golf, right?
He's going shopping tomorrow. Jacob, what are you doing tomorrow?
Going shopping. What time are we going?
Hopefully some, I have to
Going thrift store shopping.
we have to get.
Oh, going to Jack J's.
We were thinking Hurley because it's closing down, so might have some good deals.
Get Macy Penny's too. Get Macy
Is it?
This is familiar. Like we were talking about purpose before when I was
I was at
like,
Yankee fans yesterday, and there was a dress that was
this is very surreal.
made of sequins, but the sequins were done camel.
It's surreal.
Yeah, we're hoping
I'm
to
not bringing it
get
up.
a steal. I'm hoping to find a.
And I was like, oh, the girl, pick it up. Oh, it's
Yeah,
sequins.
Jake,
I thought it was
Jacob, I
fabric.
have to work 4 to 8 at Tesoro because, you know.
Tesoro?
At 4? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't like how much for you.
So it's gotta be something like probably morning. Maybe.
It only comes for you. Why? Because first, but I
Jake Ward, when do you work this weekend?
I work 6 to 2 on Sunday. We work together.
Oh, yeah, that's right. For like 2 hours though.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes in the summer, me and Jake Ward will work like an hour by ourselves.
Oh,
Yeah, that's gonna be Sunday. Nothing gets done.
I was like, how did
Store burns down.
Almost.
Freak accident. Tesoro burns down. 2 workers survive.
Because I did that with Ashley. Instead of just sitting there quietly, maybe you should talk to me. Yeah.
Oh, I feel good.
No, it hurt right here.
I knew that.
Yeah.
This is my rib.
Basically,
Like, stop what you're doing immediately.
and the U.S. government is starting
Dancing around and you're like,
Okay, back to your spots when you're done. Back to your spots, please. You get to move back.
Have you done that?
Sauce that's in that recycle bucket.
Can't reach.
you're not gonna get an answer like that.
I can tell he was angry. Yeah. What did you just say? He was angry.
My bag is not there.
I went from my phone to my bag's here. Pretty much. Oh gosh, you never touched me. Like, I have it set up. I just need to put it in.
I hate if it's like a question though. And then it's like keep looking at you.
Okay, back to your spots, please. And pull out the notes we picked up today.
Oh.
What is next? Is that a basketball?
It's 9 now.
All right, so now we're going to look at solving exponential differential equation. I am so recording, I never stopped.
Oh.
This is like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's got like.
Stop. Alright, so if we have the same bases, the bases cancel out and we can go ahead and put the exponents equal to each other. Like here, they have the same bases, right? They're both base 6, so their exponents are going to equal each other. So I get negative 2b equals 3. Now I just solve it. Divide by negative 2.
Negative 3 halves.
Negative 3 halves.
That it?
That's it.
Oh,
It's going to be a little tough.
it's not, is it?
No bueno.
You too. Sorry.
That's your shit.
Are my bases the same?
Yeah.
So we just drop out, cancel our bases, drop down your exponents. We need to get our v's on the same side. So if I subtract 2v, I'm left with negative 1 equals 0.
That's bad. No.
Does
Mine.
negative 1 equal 0?
It does not.
No, it does not. So what does that mean?
It's an inequality.
No go.
Inequalities are Pac-Mans.
Oh wait.
I don't know what.
Undefined or no solution. You guys said that together, but it's like, inequalities are Pac-Mans.
Think we're at least put together.
Yeah. Jake, I heard you say and I'm like, inequality. Sorry, I said China.
So you're wrong together. Yeah, you go down together.
You go down.
You mean the alligators?
Okay, up here, please.
Oh, shit.
Are they the same base?
No.
Can I rewrite 4 somehow as a power of 2? 2 squared. So then I have 2 to the negative 3b equals 2 squared. Now they have the same base. So we drop the base. We have negative 3b equals 2. Divide by negative 3, and where does our negative go?
At the top.
At the top.
B equals negative 2/3.
That b equals negative 2.
So the exponent just turns into a regular.
It's an inequality.
What do you mean, does that no, what was your question?
So the exponent just goes down to like a regular 2 then?
Oh my gosh.
If the bases are equal, then their exponents have to be equal.
Oh, I suppose the negative 3b was the exponent. Alright.
Okay. Here, we're multiplying, so what do we do to our exponents? We add our exponents. So negative a plus 3a,
2a.
2a, and then it's still plus 3, right? Equals 5 to the 2a. My bases are the same.
They're the same though.
So 2a plus 3 equals 2a. Get my a's on the same side. 3 equals 0. It's no solution. Alright, this time, what's a fraction mean?
It's like the. Oh.
Negative exponent. So how can I write 1/3 as power 3?
3.
3 to the negative 1. The exponent is what's negative, so 3 to the negative 1 times 3 to the negative x equals 3 to the 2x. Well, what do I do when I'm multiplying? Add the exponents, so it's negative 1 plus negative x. Well, that's just negative 1 minus x, right? I can't combine them.
Nope.
And that equals 3 to the 2x. What happens with my bases?
They die. It
They
disappears.
cancel, so negative 1 minus x equals 2x. Add your x over. Negative 1 equals 3x. Divide by 3. So x equals negative 1/3. You're not in your spot.
Well, I'm just gonna come back here anyways. I wasn't even talking to you. I wasn't even talking to
Yep.
Duh, okay. I need my calculator for this.
No, you're fine.
I think I
Would
talked
have
to
gone
Jake
over the
Ward.
first time.
I think I talked to Jake Ward more.
All right. Can I rewrite 625 as the power of 125? Okay, so let's see. What's 125 squared?
5.
A lot.
What?
It's a big number.
Bigger than 625, right?
Yeah.
125.
You can break them down 5. Both of them. 625 is 5 to what power?
Too much.
Well, multiply 5 until you get 625.
4.
I got it.
5 to the 4th. So it's 5 to the 4th to the 2n plus 2, right? Because this is 625 under here, and 625 is raised to 2n plus 2. Oops, I don't know why I was going to write a plus. Equals, what's 125 as a power of 5?
5 to the third.
So it's 5 to the third raised to the negative 2. Power to power, what do we do? Multiply. So we have to distribute, so it's 5 to the 8n plus 8 equals 5 to the negative 6n. Are my bases the same?
Yeah.
So they drop. So I have 8n plus 8 equals negative 6n. I want to get all my n's on the same side. I'm going to subtract 8n from each side. 8 equals negative 14n. Divide by negative 14. Can I simplify those two? Simplify by 2, the negative goes where? So it's negative 4 over 7. A lot of your answers today will be fractions. Actually, I think, I don't know. Can I rewrite 32 as a power of 8? What's
No.
8 squared?
64.
64, so that's too much. You can rewrite them as 2. 8 is the same as 2 to what power?
Third.
So 2 to the third with the 2m on the outside. 32 is 2 to what power?
Fifth.
So I'm going to rewrite 32 as 2 to the 5th raised to the m, power to a power we multiply. So I have 2 to the 6m equals 2 to the 5m. What's wrong with my, what can I do with my bases?
Cancel.
Cancel them out because they're the same. So I get 6m equals 5m. Get all my m's on the same side.
1 equals 0.
I get 1m equals 0. Is that the same as no solution? No, it's not, because I have an m left, and an m can equal 0, but it's when I get a number equals not the same number. Negative 1 equals 3.
2 equals 3.
2 doesn't equal 3. So m equals 0 is a totally okay answer. Oh, and that's where we're stopping today. Oh, thank goodness. So make sure you hold on to those notes for Monday.